For centuries, indigenous peoples around the world have faced the devastating consequences of colonization.
New Zealand, with its complex history of European settlement and indigenous Maori culture, is no exception.
The forced assimilation of indigenous peoples in New Zealand stands as a dark chapter in the nation's past, marked by cruelty, violence, and the suppression of native traditions and customs. This chapter focuses on the grim reality faced by the Maori people as they were systematically coerced into abandoning their language, customs, and way of life. The arrival of Europeans in New Zealand in the 18th century brought significant changes to the indigenous way of life. The colonial government, driven by the belief in European superiority and the desire to assert dominance, embarked on a policy of forced assimilation. Indigenous children were forcibly removed from their families and placed in institutions known as native schools or native hostels. These institutions aim to strip away the Maori identity, language, and culture, substituting it with European customs and practices. The forced separation of families caused immense psychological and emotional trauma, as children were torn away from their parents, siblings, and community. The loss of cultural connection and kinship bonds had profound effects on both the individual and the collective identity of the Maori people. Many children grew up disconnected from their heritage, their language fading away, and their traditions becoming distant memories. The assimilation process extended beyond education and residential separation. Maori land was confiscated, threatening the foundation of their economic and social systems. Traditional Maori customs and practices were suppressed, with the imposition of European systems of law, religion, and governance. The cultural heritage of the Maori people was systematically eroded, stifling their ability to pass on their traditions to future generations. Despite the immense challenges imposed by forced assimilation, the Maori people demonstrated remarkable resilience and determination to preserve their cultural heritage. Throughout history, there have been countless individuals and groups who fought tirelessly to reclaim their land, language, and traditions. The struggle for indigenous rights and recognition continues to this day, with significant milestones achieved, such as the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi in 1840, which recognized Maori sovereignty. In recent years, the New Zealand government has taken steps towards acknowledging the injustices of the past and working towards reconciliation. The establishment of the Waitangi Tribunal in 1975 has provided a platform for addressing historical grievances and seeking redress. The recognition and revitalization of the Maori language and cultural practices have also gained momentum, with initiatives promoting education and culture preservation. The forced assimilation of indigenous peoples in New Zealand serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of colonization. The Maori people endured immense challenges, yet their resilience and determination to preserve their cultural heritage have not wavered. Landmark events and ongoing efforts towards reconciliation have paved the way for a better understanding and acknowledgement of the injustices inflicted upon indigenous peoples of New Zealand. It is through learning from these dark chapters that we can strive for a future that embraces diversity, respects indigenous rights, and fosters cultural harmony.